For years, people have tried to say I didn't win, that I was a cheat, a liar, and just plain lucky. People had heard of someone winning the lottery once, but never 7 times, even though they didn't know exactly how I was winning. They thought for sure I had to be doing something shady. They just really couldn't believe there was any way for a person to win the lottery game grand prize 7 times. I tried to tell them that I wasn't doing anything illegal or cheating or violating any rules, that I just had a crazy method I was using and that it happened to work extraordinarily well. Heck, there was a point in time when I even tried offering to share it with the public, but none of them would give me the time of day or listen to what I had to say. My amazing story has even captured the attention of Ripley's Believe It or Not, a museum that features weird and bizarre things. They came to me and decided to investigate me. I had nothing to hide, so I willingly met with the staff and showed them everything. What did they find? They found that my crazy method of playing the lotto actually worked, and that all my grand prize wins were real. Nothing was fake. And after that, they honored me in their Florida museum, and now I'm in all the Ripley's Believe It or Not museums and books. Now people are coming to me, wanting to learn my secrets and give my crazy method a try. For this reason, and since there are so many of them, I decided the best way to showcase my method would be to turn it into an easy-to-use software. This software can be accessed on most computers, tablets, and smartphones, and most of all, no downloads are required. With the help of 5 statistical analysis experts, 4 advanced game theory experts, and 3 computer science grads, they analyzed all my methods in mathematics to winning the lottery. And then they figured out how to create special software that masters all the statistical analyses, probabilities, and calculations for you. It's the very same software other lucky winners are now using to win big. Winners like Susan T. from Massachusetts. Well, Richard, my patience finally paid off. I couldn't believe how easy your software was to use. All I did was log in and use the numbers you told me to play, and I won the Massachusetts cash jackpot for a whopping $100,000. Oh, and I've only been playing 3 sets of Pick 5 tickets for a couple of weeks. Thanks for putting this software into my hands. Thank you for your kindness, generosity, and belief that if you can do it, then anyone can. Susan T. Lisa from Florida. Hi, my name is Lisa, and I just wanted to say thank you to Richard for putting this software in my hands. I just won the Florida Fantasy 5 on Saturday, August 12, 2017, for a prize of $59,428. Before using this software, I played the lottery for 20 years and never won a thing. What really shocked me is how quickly this all happened. In less than 2 weeks of using the software, I won over $59,000. The software is so simple to use. I'm not a computer techie person, but Richard's team really made it easy. You can log in from your phone and computer and get the numbers to play with just a few clicks. I can't wait to keep using it and winning. I've told all my friends and family about this. I can't thank you enough. And Amira Alonzo from Florida. Wow. I love the software, and anyone who can attest to the fact that it may be a scam, I can certainly confirm to them that it's not true. Your software is super easy to use, and after playing on my own for many years and not winning, I finally found your software, which I just recently started using, on February 3rd, 2017. I hit small on the Pick 3, then this past Friday on February 17th, 2017, I hit the Pick 5 jackpot. I'm not sure exactly how much I have won, as I have to wait till Tuesday since Monday's a holiday. I assume between 25 and 30K. I played straight, box, and got it straight. Love this. I finally won the Pick 5, and now I'm ready to move on to bigger games. So excited. Now I can go pay off my past due bills and my debts. Woohoo! Attached is a picture of my winning ticket so you can see proof of my big win. So, with that being said, you're probably wondering who the heck I am. Hi, my name is Richard, and I'm the only person in the world who's a 7-time lottery game grand prize winner. How many other lottery gurus can claim that and have the proof to back it up? First off, you can find actual documentation of my winnings right on the Florida Lottery website, flalottery.com. Not only was I featured on Ripley's Believe It or Not for being the only 7-time lottery game grand prize winner, you can also find me on Google. I've been asked to appear on national TV several times to share my lottery winning methods. Here I am on The Rachel Ray Show. Here I am with Mike Tyson. Here I am with Robin Roberts from Good Morning America. Because of my rare feat of winning 7 times, I've been on the Learning Channel, Good Morning America, Fox and Friends, The Today Show in Australia, and many more. Winning all this money was nice, but I eventually came to the conclusion that if I was going to keep using this revolutionary software I developed to crack the lotto code and keep building long-term wealth by putting more and more money in the bank with it, I'd needed to start being a lot more cautious. Because here's the reality. Once you know how to crack the lotto code using this software, which is what I'm going to share with you in this short presentation, there are going to be tons of people who aren't going to be happy about it. As you hold winning ticket after winning ticket for months at a time, you'll have to start rotating the gas stations where you buy your tickets, because the owners hate having to pay out cash from their registers. And even when you win the bigger prizes, $5,000, $15,000, maybe even $150,000 or so, these store managers and owners still won't be pleased. They become terrified the state will start monitoring them and trying to figure out what makes their store so special. Yet, here's the thing. It has nothing to do with their store and everything to do with how you're picking your numbers. That's the secret to how I've been successful winning 7 lottery game grand prizes, and the reason why I visited the Florida Lottery office over 23 times to claim prizes too large to cash at my local convenience store. These winners weren't all major jackpots, by the way. Some of the tickets were just for $6,000 or $13,000. Not enough to make you wealthy, but definitely enough to make your life a whole lot more comfortable. Winning all this money was truly a blessing, and since God blessed me with health, wealth, and happiness, I felt like it was my turn to give back by helping as many people in the world as possible win the lottery. After being featured on Ripley's Believe It or Not, and everyone now wanting to learn my formula, I decided I needed to create a software that made it easy for my students to win. Hard math formulas and compounding statistics is not easy for the average person to do. Numbers for all the big games change daily, and I wanted my students to have the absolute latest data on what's happening so they can pick the best numbers fast and easily. And the best part of my software? It works on any computer, tablet, or smartphone for every game in the USA and world. Why believe me? My biggest win to date has been $842,000, but I've won millions from using my strategy of winning the lotto. I've taken my family on a 10-day Royal Caribbean Alaska cruise, where we stayed in the penthouse suite, living like royalty as we enjoyed all the daily activities they had to offer. I was able to buy my child all of the clothes he'd been wanting for years. New running shoes, the latest video games, the latest toys, everything. I even just closed the deal on my dream house, a gorgeous house with a resort-style pool in a quiet and safe neighborhood in the best school district in the entire county. Now, being a complete math nut and obsessed with crunching numbers, if you'd asked me 20 years ago if there was some secret to winning the lottery consistently, or to really know in advance to what the winning numbers were going to be, I would have more than likely laughed in your face and called you an idiot. I mean, I did know that to some extent the games all had to be beatable because they'd been created by humans, and as a result, it was impossible for them to be perfect. But if winning the lottery not just one time, but even many times was so simple, then we'd all be millionaires, correct? There's no way in hell of that, I thought. And even the first half of my life, I'd never even purchased a lottery ticket. But it all quickly changed for me in the 1980s in Orlando. Just like everybody else, I had dreams of winning it big, and just like everybody else, I'd win a few bucks here and there, but nothing to write home about. I kept watching many lottery jackpots hit over and over. It was all anyone on the news or at work was talking about. Now, this really made me think to myself, why can't it be me? Why can't I win many jackpots like so many other individuals? What are they doing that I am not? This really made me focused and determined. As Marty McFly from Back to the Future once said, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. And that's what I sure did. I lived by this quote every day. I continued to try everything in my power to win. I'd sit at the Florida Lottery website for hours on end and try to reverse engineer and work my way backwards to figure out what led to winning. I spent hours trying to find winning patterns. I took every idea and variable that could be tested and kept track of what worked and what didn't. What I soon learned amazed me. I realized there were common components and patterns that many jackpot combinations shared. I began researching every winning jackpot combination and common components and patterns, becoming obsessed. I also started writing down the strategies that worked and quickly tossed out those that didn't. I was on the right path to winning as I began to win more and more each time. As I was winning even a little money at the time, there were many people who want to be your friend, but they may not all have the best intents. That's actually something very important, and you're going to need to remember, because after I show you how my software works, and you start winning a hefty payout pretty much every month, you're going to have tons of friends, family, neighbors, and even complete strangers trying to ask you for money, particularly if you aren't watchful and don't stay under the radar. So please, make sure you're smart about your winnings. It was truly fascinating to see what was transpiring here. Again, my fascination with these common components and patterns would not stop. Well, being a complete math nut, I started crunching numbers like you wouldn't believe. I took many different factors and variables I discovered what worked and played around with them, combining the vital components of each and adding a couple extra principles of probability that I knew should increase the odds of predicting a winner even more. I became hooked on studying the winning drawings for all of the different major lotteries each night, to see if the software I was working extremely hard on was showing any potential. For what felt like a long time, about a little over a year I would say, I had nothing to show for all my hard work. And then it suddenly happened. My first big breakthrough came when I was holding a $13,696 Florida Fantasy 5 grand prize winner right in my hand. And a short while after that, boom, there it was again. I'd hit the mega money jackpot for a whopping grand prize of $842,000. Then another short time after that, I won again when I locked in another Fantasy 5 ticket worth $73,658.06. It was amazing. I couldn't believe what was happening, and it all felt like a dream, until I drove down to the state lottery office, collected my checks, and put them in the bank. You probably don't need to be told how great that felt, to all of a sudden not have to worry about your money anymore, to be able to pay off your debts, to purchase a Lexus for your wife, or a Ferrari for myself, or a BMW for your kid, or really any car you've ever imagined getting, To see the expressions on the guys at the dealership's faces when they ask to run a credit check on you and you say, "No, I'll just go ahead and pay cash." Or be worshipped by your entire family to quickly make more money in a couple months of playing the lotto than you'd earned in the last 5 years of working 40, 50, 60, or even 80 hours per week. Well, over the next couple of months, I really fine-tuned my formula. I was nailing prizes worth anywhere from a couple thousand to a few $100,000, and that was just fine by me. The lottery office started to look at me very strangely as I made the trip to see them just about every other week. I think half of them were smiling, and the other half worried, but they couldn't do anything about it. They knew, just like you do, that it's impossible to cheat the lotto, and I wasn't doing anything dishonest or immoral. I'd simply discovered a way to crack the lotto code. This involved hours of research, statistical analysis, probability, and mathematical formulas to figure out how to finally win. I knew the average person does not have the time, knowledge, or patience to do what I did. That's why I created an automated lottery-winning software. I've nicknamed it Lottery Smasher. You'll finally start winning lotteries and may be able to accomplish anything you want in life. Now, I definitely couldn't have done this by myself. With the help of 5 statistical analysis experts, 4 advanced game theory experts, and 3 computer science grads that I hired and joined my team to bring you the latest and greatest software. This panel of specialists analyzed all my methods in mathematics to winning the lottery, and then they figured out how to create special software that masters all the statistical analyses, probabilities, and calculations for you, so that the end result is a simple online application that requires no downloads and can be accessed on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's something that anyone can do. Even if you have problems with simple math, it doesn't matter, because it does all the work for you. Not only does Lottery Smasher have a built-in formula based on these previous jackpot-winning patterns and my own testing, tracking, and tweaking, it takes the drawings and data from all the lotteries in the world and puts them in an easy-to-use tool you can use from your computer, smartphone, or tablet, anywhere in the USA or world. It does the hard work that I do, but it does it automatically for you. That's exactly what Scott Sandark from Arizona did. I've been using your software for 2 to 3 weeks now. I just hit 4 out of 5 in the Powerball, one number off. I won $18,011 in the first month. I used your smart numbers. One number off the 400 mil. Thank you, Scott. P.S. Make sure I'm always signed up for your services. And Al in New Jersey, who's now winning consistently using my software. Hi, Richard. Just left a message for you. Just want to say this stuff is pretty cool. I hit on New Jersey Pick 4 last week for $6,800 and this week for $3,300. Not bad for someone who's never won anything. I simply used the smart picks you told me to play. That needs a big American flag thumbs up. So, hope to learn more from you. Thank you. And Vincent, who says, Richard, I've been doing great since using your Lotto Smasher software. I've been playing the Pick 3 and Pick 4. Total earnings in a few weeks, $16,000. I'm now starting on Tennessee Cash and Lotto America. Can't wait to report how much more I win. Have a nice day and good luck to you. Your friend, Vincent Sabella. Testimonials just like this kept flooding my email inbox each and every day and would not stop. Now, it's important to understand you're not going to win every time. You may also not win the Powerball jackpot next week. Sorry to say, but that's just being truthful. However, if you're fine with maybe winning $3,800, $14,600, $35,000, etc., on the tickets you buy on a pretty frequent basis, and also once in a while hitting a smaller sized jackpot that's worth between $200,000 and $3 million or so, doing it over the course of about every 3 to 6 months, then the Lottery Smasher software I've created will work perfectly for you. All right, so you're probably pretty anxious to know how my secret software works, and I'll give you all the details right now. Lottery Smasher keeps a running memory of all past lotto winning numbers spanning back more than a decade. It takes this historical data and compares it to the most recent winning lotto draws. Then, it automatically enters all data into the patented computer algorithm developed by me and my team of experts, and instantly analyzes it all against 126,000 different variables to identify the likelihood of any new combination of numbers being drawn with amazing accuracy. The software scans and automatically searches for potential winning number combos that have the best chance to hit. By the time the numbers go through the software algorithm, you get the most likely number combinations to hit for the lottery game you're playing. Sure, no one can predict with 100% confidence that the numbers they pick will be winners, but using this software gives you a better chance of winning because it reduces randomness. It uses probabilities of certain number combinations hitting, and this is all stuff I do by hand, and it simply automates the method that helped me win 8 times in 3 months. And that's really it. Although, like I stated before, I highly recommend that you do try to stay under the radar if you do win big. It's probably in your best interest to hire a financial planner and an accountant after your first couple wins. While sometimes they can sort of be the fun killer, they'll really help you make sure that you're investing your hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars wisely so you can turn the cash you win into even more money. Oh yeah, and also, you might want to donate some of the money you make to charity or a good cause. Not right away, because you'll probably be more focused on making large cash payments to settle any debts you may have, or buying your new house, or getting your spouse a new Lexus like I did, or taking your children on vacation. But once you've won your 4th, 5th, 12th, or maybe even 20th time over a few-year period, I think it's really important to stay humble and give a little back to some well-deserving charity. One of the most valuable lessons I learned after being extremely wealthy now is to give back and to help other people who are less fortunate. After you might reach a certain amount in the bank, and you have everything you've been longing for, the money in the bank account would just be a number. Believe me, giving back will provide more pleasure than having all the money in the world. Okay, so by now you're probably wondering how you can get your hands on Lottery Smasher. Well, I've had so many friends and family members ask me that same exact question, and for a while I was pondering over what the best way to share this information would be. Eventually, what I decided to do was to take my formula, along with some other essential tips and pieces of insider info I've collected over the years, and create a software that takes all the drawings and data from all the lotteries in the world and puts them in an easy-to-use tool you can use from your computer, smartphone, or tablet anywhere in the USA or world. I think by giving you the access to the same software I've used to hit several pretty major winning tickets over the past few years, it can be kind of like my version of giving back, which, as I just mentioned, is extremely important to me. Plus, I remember how horrific it is to feel like you're financially struggling, like you're always getting endless bills, like there's just always some unpredicted expense popping up that makes you ask, where are we going to find the money for this? I'm not trying to say that this is you, because honestly, I don't know your specific situation. But what I am saying is I remember how much it pained me to always say no to my child when he tried to put a $5 box of his favorite fruit snacks in the cart while we were grocery shopping. Or he brought a $10 new toy up to the checkout line, and I really couldn't jeopardize buying it for him and not being able to pay our electric bill. And I love that feeling of financial security I now experience every day. I love that new car smell that all of my luxury vehicles have, and I love that my child's college fund now has $50,000 in it, cash that's 100% safe, and that will give him an incredible head start for the rest of his life. Lottery Smasher is only available here on this website, and I can't let too many people know it exists because, while I do want to give back, if everyone had access to this incredibly easy but proven software, well, it could seriously shut down the entire lottery system in the U.S., and then no one would win. Up until now, I've had it priced here for $300. That may sound like a lot of money, but if you're winning even just $3,000 in your first month, which is a lot less than almost everyone else who's used this software and won, then you can see why $300 is a pretty small investment. But like I said, I had it priced at $300. That was in the beginning. But today, I'm going to do something a little bit crazy. You see, right now, I'm not sure how long this will be available. At some point in the near future, this website will be taken down and no one else can get it because, like I talked about before, we can't have too many winners here. Well, a few hundred people have already gotten their hands on the software, accessed it instantly online, and used it to win anywhere from tens of thousands to even a few $1,000,000 in the past 6 months. And I'm really starting to get worried that the lottery corporations are going to come after me for sharing this with people, even though it's 100% legal and doesn't do anything wrong. Which is why I've decided to cut the price of Lottery Smasher even more, so that you don't have to pay $300 for immediate access to this life-changing software that's inside, and make it available to you today for just $127 for lifetime access to Lottery Smasher. You'll pay one fee to have complete and lifetime access to Lottery Smasher. You can get it now by clicking that Add to Cart button you see below this screen here. That's right. There's a team of computer technicians that compound the results hour after hour and update the software. So you can literally roll out of bed in the morning, turn on the software, and get ready to play your tickets for the day. None of the hours spent researching online like I do, surfing lottery sites to find the winning number combinations by hand. That means picking winning numbers has never been easier. Frankly, you'll be using software that detects past winning lottery combinations, and using probability and statistics, can guess which winning combinations are likely to show up again. While your friends and family are using the same lucky numbers like birthdays, you're using scientific and statistical probable combinations. You can get it now by clicking that Add to Cart button you see below this screen here. But if you do want to beat the lottery and start winning on a full-time basis, it's very important that you act right now. Many hard-working and deserving people without much money have been pleading with me for months to give away my software like I'm doing right now. And I can promise you that these final copies are going to go quickly. That's good for me, because the faster we reach our maximum limit, the faster I can take this offer down and protect myself. But it does mean you need to make a decision now. Oh, and one last thing I should tell you. Over the last 6 months, as I've been talking to some of the few hundred people who are using Lottery Smasher to make a 6-figure income off of about $25 or $35 per week in tickets, they've been telling me that there are some other websites on the internet that also talk about winning the lottery. It's pretty disgraceful, but they've been saying that many of these sites are run by people who have no clue what they're talking about. Well, You've just listened to my story and saw with your very own eyes proof that the results I've gotten are 100% genuine and that the repeat winnings of the people I've helped so far are 100% genuine. But because I know being trustworthy is huge, I'm also going to take this one step further and offer you a 100% money-back guarantee that's good for a full 60 days. Here's how it works. You simply click the Add to Cart button that you see below this presentation now. Once you do that and enter your information through the secure checkout page I've set up, you'll be taken to a special VIP members-only area where you get immediate access to Lottery Smasher. You can access it from your computer, smartphone, or tablet anywhere in the USA or world instantly. And then, just follow the exact combinations I give you inside. Try out the software for a full 60 days with absolutely zero risk. I already know you're going to get some enormous wins here, but I also know that seeing is believing, which is why I want you to experience the power of holding winner after winner for yourself. So, if for any reason whatsoever you're not completely satisfied with your decision over the next 60 days, simply send an email to the address I'll provide you inside the VIP members-only area, and I'll instantly refund your $127 with absolutely zero questions asked. So, really, what possibly do you have to lose? You're basically just saying maybe to a lottery prediction tool that's already helped many other people just like you to make serious money from the lottery, some even millions. And if you change your mind, that's perfectly okay. I'm not bothered by it, and you get your investment returned immediately. I honestly don't think that's going to happen, though, because Lottery Smasher has been proven to work time and time again. It takes all the historical data, winning jackpot patterns, and my own 20 years of hard work, testing, tracking, and tweaking, and combines everything into an easy-to-use, powerful tool that does all the hard work for you. So go ahead and try it out for yourself now by clicking the Add to Cart button below right now. But remember, this website won't be online forever. At some point, we will stop selling this product. When that happens, this video will be taken down for good, and the website will only be open to members who purchase the software. Really, the decision is yours, but can you really see for any reason not to change your life today? If not, then go ahead and act now, and you'll have access to the complete software in about 2 minutes from now. It's that simple. To a life full of prosperity and joy, Richard Lustig, Orlando, Florida. Are you still here? That's perfectly fine. I understand you might still have some questions, and I'll do my best to answer them right here so that you can feel 100% happy with your small investment today. 1. Isn't the lottery entirely random? Not at all. That's where many people get confused. The lottery isn't completely random. Instead, it's a game created by humans, which means that at the end of the day, it has to be winnable. That's why you sometimes hear about individuals finding flaws in the lotto and making a boatload of money as a result. Just a few years ago, a group of MIT students did just that and won $8 million. They got in trouble, but they weren't even doing something immoral, just found a loophole. There are actually many stories just like this, but it's very important to always remember that what I'm giving you is 100% legal and ethical and not being dishonest at all. It might feel kind of bizarre when you win so often, but you're doing nothing wrong. 2. How did you create the Lottery Smasher software again? What I did was sit at the Florida Lottery website for hours on end and try to reverse engineer and worked my way backwards to figure out what led to winning. I spent hours trying to find winning patterns. I took every idea and variable that could be tested and kept track of what worked and what didn't. What I soon learned amazed me. I realized there were common components and patterns that many jackpot combinations shared. I began researching and analyzing every jackpot pattern and combination, becoming beyond obsessed. After my first Fantasy 5 win and my huge win of $842,000, I finally cracked the lotto code. It took me 20 years of hard work, testing, tracking, and tweaking my formula. I finally decided to create a software so that anyone can do this. Not only does Lottery Smasher have a built-in formula based on jackpot winning patterns, it takes the drawings and data from all the lotteries in the world and puts them in an easy-to-use tool you can use from your computer, smartphone, or tablet, anywhere in the USA or world. It does the hard work that I do, but it does it automatically for you. In all honesty, my big prediction for you is, if you follow the same formula I created to win 7 lottery game grand prizes, you'll greatly increase the odds of you winning as well. That's why after 20 years, I can confidently say I know how to reduce most of the odds that cause people to lose, while increasing the odds that winners have used to win. 3. How do I use the Lottery Smasher software to win the lotto multiple times? Simply log in with the email and password that's provided to you after your purchase and let us do all the hard work for you. Here are some of the features. The algorithms programmed into the software scours thousands of sites looking for winning lotteries. The team updates the numbers hourly, so you always have the latest information. Lottery Smasher keeps a running memory of all past lotto winning numbers, spanning back more than a decade. It takes this historical data and compares it to the most recent winning lotto draws. Then, it automatically enters all data into the patented computer algorithm developed by me and my team of experts, and instantly analyzes it all against 126,000 different variables to identify the likelihood of any new combination of numbers being drawn, with amazing accuracy. 4. How much money can I expect to win using Lottery Smasher? I like to tell people it varies. Sometimes you could win hundreds, sometimes you could win thousands, and other times you could even win millions. There are some months where you won't win that much, and others where you could win much more. Mostly, you'll be focusing on 2 pretty good-sized wins per month. One thing that's really neat about this software is that you typically don't just get 1 or 2 numbers correct. It predicts between 4 and 6, which means the prizes you could win are likely to be much higher than just a couple of $100. 5. What are the terms of the guarantee again? This one's really easy. You'll receive the Lottery Smasher software for yourself right now by clicking the Add to Cart button that you see at the bottom of the screen. If at any time you do not like the software or aren't happy with the results you're seeing, you can request a refund. It's that simple. Then, use the software for a full 60 days and see just how much money it will make you. If for any reason whatsoever you change your mind about it, just send me an email and I'll immediately refund your investment with no questions asked. You have a full 60 days. 6. How much time do I have to purchase your software? Not long at all. Like I said earlier, I've limited the number of people who can access this. At the time of recording this, a few hundred people have already benefited from this software and got the Lottery Smasher for themselves, and usually 5 to 10 more people get it each day, now that it's at such a crazy, unbelievable discounted price. 7. How do I get the Lottery Smasher software? Easy. Click the Add to Cart button that you see below. You'll then receive instant access to everything you need to start nailing big tickets for huge payouts. It's that easy.